Good morning, everybody. First of all, thank you very much for Economic Times for organizing such a great event for the MSME, which is very close to my heart, and also for inviting me to be a part of this event. This event has added on to a great memorable moment for MSMEs. It has been a privilege to be a part of this event along with all the other prominent people present here. Dear friends, in the past few days, globalization of small and medium enterprise has received a lot of attentions internationally. The economics of developing the countries are heavily dependent on these firms, which make them one of the reasons for an international focus. The micro, small, and medium enterprises, that is MSME sector, is an industry that has become a game changer for the Indian economy. As per KPMG November 2022 report, India's MSME sector has played a very crucial role in making the country the world's fifth largest economy. According to the data shared by the government, there are more than 63.8 million MSME, bringing in over 111 million jobs, contributing 30% of the country's GDP. The share of MSMEs in India's total exports was estimated to be around 48%. Even though MSME are largest contributor to the Indian economy, this sector continues to lack of terms of institutional support and avenues for upskilling, which will assist them in their growth journeys. Dear friends, participants in exports gives participation in export gives MSME exports to global trends and stimulates innovative ideas and design. Export opportunity is the point in which identifiable consumer demand meets the feasibility of satisfying the requested product or services. In the field of export business, specific criteria need to be met to a move from an idea to an opportunity, which we recently heard from Mr. Amit Kumar. It begins with the developing the right mindset, a mindset where the export business sharpens their senses to the customer needs and their requirements. Going to be global, according to me, is no longer a prerogative of only the large corporate houses. It is not a prerogative of large corporate houses. Reasons are plenty for small and medium enterprises to cater the cross-border markets. Before undertaking an international expansion strategy, understanding the firm's readiness to engage an international business is crucial. Due to saturation tendencies in the domestic market and dependency on a few key business accounts, most SMEs need international engagements in their B2C markets. Now, exporting the product is also a matter of prestige for SMEs. The emerging global competition brings ample opportunities and natural perception of growth potential in foreign markets. The daring enterprise eventually acquire new skills and technologies from their foreign counterparts, enabling their competitiveness. Moreover, the international market expansion helps distribute the risk by diversifying into the different cost model and profit structures of foreign market operations. There are many challenges MSMEs have to face for expanding their business to the global market. First, lack of adequate finance is the major problem. The SMEs operate with the smaller accounts of finance and they always realize smaller profits. This makes it hard for them to cover their export needs and to finance unexpected costs on an export business. Also, insufficient or inadequate market research and analysis is also one of the problems faced by the SMEs. SMEs rarely undertake market research and analysis. Rather, they rely on just noticing that someone is supplying the material at some places, and basically they try to cover that market. Most commonly, they use information from the newspapers and other media. Such information is not enough to guide a proper success of business. Rather, they act as a signals for relevant potential. Then, the failure to undertake such market research will mean that the business will meet unexpected cost or constraints. Friends, now these competitive conditions are a necessary factor to consider. When a business aims survival at its best levels, SME do not have the necessary understanding or a mindset of the competitive conditions and therefore operate blindly, and hence this lowers the probability of the success in the export industry. Also, globalization of SME faces technological, cultural, regulatory, and marketing challenges. Therefore, SMEs should try to overcome these challenges to reach the global market. Now, I'll explain what are the benefits for the MSMEs while going global. MSME has a constraint or mindset that export or globalization is the job of a big company or large companies. So basically, they don't easily venture into the export. They say that we will, in the condition that we will fail if we go to the export. How can we do the export? How can we find out the market? How can we find out the customer? But first and foremost benefit is that MSME can create the new revenue potential, and also by taking MSME's business to global level, they get access to a much larger base of customers. If their product or service is a success, they can enjoy increased revenues from these new customers even if they have flooded their markets domestically. Even though you are comfortable with the domestic market, you should venture for the export market. Globalizing could be exactly the shot of life for MSME needs to take its revenue to the new heights. Dear friends, another excellent benefit of taking MSMEs their business to global market, they get access to a new pool of potential employees with unique skills and markets. While going global, MSMEs will be able to get a chance to learn a new culture. Getting information about a new place can help make their organization more well rounded. Having an understanding of people who are not from their country will give them a new perspective on relations with customers and may even help them work better with domestic customers and benefits. Also, there is a chance to exposure of foreign investment opportunities. Foreign investment can be extremely valuable for their business, as many companies already know. My friend Rajiv Gandhi will agree with what I'm saying, that there is a lot of foreign investment opportunity if you go to global. While MSME goes global, they can easily learn more about these investment opportunities and how beneficial they can be for their company. Businesses that can successfully go global and market their offerings to a totally different population will enjoy the prestige of calling themselves an international company, which will improve the reputation of the company. Taking the business global to the global market allows them to diversify their markets so their revenue sources are more stable. Also, different strategies to be identified and adopted by MSMEs to find the right market for the exports. A study published by the Institute of International Economics concludes that exporters are winners by definition because they have proven that they can think out of the box and successfully compete in their global marketplace. Friends, direct export is a crucial part of the SME business development, and unfortunately, many SMEs are hesitant to take even a small step to it. A good starting point is a knowledge of the political, economics, and social and technological environments and the demand supply gap for the chosen product and chosen market and the competition in the available market. Like all businesses looking to grow and profitable, SMEs need to make sure to understand their global market very well to identify the potential. A smart global market expansion strategy is to begin by trailing one area at a time. So, to start with, narrow down the possibility to just one territory and move forward. Find out in which countries your products could have the largest potential. Access the market potential for your products and service in those countries. Conduct specific market research to obtain concrete and accessible market potential. Now, the product quality has a huge effect on the success of your export business as it matters to the customer both in and outside your country, and it really affects the image of your business and your country. So, SMEs have to make sure that their products not only to meet the international customers' needs, but also according to the relevant regulations, as well as the products must be of a very high quality and of the international standards. Now, product innovation provide enterprises with a competitive advantage by introducing a new or a significantly improved product. Process and innovation reduce the unit cost and enhance the productivity through changes in techniques, equipment, and software. Now, new products might help firms gain some market power, which could then facilitate their access to the international markets. Also, the product innovations are the driving force for the long run competitiveness of many industries and markets. True incentives is often recognized in the marketplace and it can help build a valuable reputation and help establish a market position internationally. Now, when it comes to international trade, every market is different both economically, culturally, and as well as the policy regulations. Also, it is very crucial that knowledge about the market access, like trade barriers, bilateral trade agreements, export regulations, standards and procedures, shipping cost, and income tax. Similarly, a product design, quality, or a market strategy that works in one country may not work in another country. Prepare international style marketing and product documentation. The importance of this step is very often understood, and also the consequently many SME are ill prepared for such things. The most difficult aspect of manufacturing and export business may be the logistics involved in getting a product manufactured somewhere and selling it somewhere else. Now, getting on board a worldwide freight forwarder can help all import export businesses save time and worry by acting as a transport agent and transferring your cargo, and thus help you get your products from the manufacturer to the warehouses at a very competitive price. And furthermore, this can greatly reduce the trouble of starting an import export business in the realm of international trade. Research, as rightly said by Mr. Amit Kumar, and the local currency where you are going to export your product, and consult with the experts on the import of currency, impact of the currency fluctuations on your business. You can also consult a foreign exchange advisor or an accountant on how to mitigate your foreign currency risk. Many small businesses that export agree a fixed rate of point of the sale, protecting them from the currency depreciations. And this can be very key to your business successes. Before starting the export, always learn the legal norms, policies, and trade agreements related documentation of the countries with whom you are going to deal. Try to understand the country's export rules and regulations to avoid trouble when selling or sending the products. Check whether your product complies with the overseas trading norms and guidelines. get the intellectual property certificate and also the registration for the trademark with the policies, and also protect the goods from the getting copied by the overseas market. It is very important that one maintains good relations with the customer, as good customer services not only just help acquire the new foreign buyers, but also you can retain them. And by word of mouth, existing customers who are happy with your products and services can even bring you new customers and thus help you in expansion of your foreign business. Furthermore, you can also obtain the valuable feedback in the process of providing the customer services. Now, as I told earlier, participation in international exhibition by taking the advantage of international cooperation scheme, as Mr. Bharat has said, introduced by Ministry of MSME for enhancing the marketability of products and services in the MSME sector by facilitating visit and the participation in the international exhibition and trade fairs, and also the buyer sellers meet at abroad. Also, you should also take participation of international conference, seminars and workshops in India also for a new technology development infusion, as well as the exporting business opportunities and prospects of joint venture. Once in the export business activities, a continuous review of the entry mode is necessary, since ground realities change quickly. Knowledge is the power to stay ahead of local and global competitions. Let me give you my example. By 2011-12, I was hardly exporting, and I was facing a tremendous competition from the China market and as well as the local markets. I tried that there should be some reason how can I compete China. I started going for some organized research. I enrolled myself in the university in 2011, and on a management and MSME, and I completed my PhD in 2018. Friends, learning make you very much expert into that. Um, I, by, I was advised by the then Chief Minister that I should release my book on this thesis. And I wrote a book, The Competitive Strategies for Indian SMEs, Lessons from China. And this book is related to my PhD study. Friends, why I am telling you, being a very small and micro organization, today we are exporting more than 50 countries all over for all our products, and we get a lot of comforts by say of cash flow and revenues. And my second book recently I published was Global SMEs and Strategies for Sustainable Growth. This book evaluates the business environment of SMEs of 15 selected economies like Australia, Argentina, Asia Pacific, Bangladesh, Canada, China, European Union, France, Germany, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Turkey, UK, and USA. This book comprises many valuable information of all these countries, because I have been exporting to all these countries, and also have a probable measures for the growth and sustainability of the global SME. Both books are available at the AMA library and also on Amazon. So these are the various points where MSME can think of expanding their business globally. And if you follow this slowly and gradually, you can establish a big business. Once again, thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you so much for patient hearing.